I'm Bobby. Check out my guy, David Medrano. Check out his artwork. Check out Isaiah and Cubby and Jet back in on SoundCloud. Check them out. They got some videos too. They got some good quality production. They got Jolie Oli starring in one of their films coming up. It's not finished, but like he's coming back to Houston and stuff. You know, check out our stuff, dude. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want to do.
Okay. Welcome back to the PRX podcast. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Raul.
I'm Emma.
I'm Bobby.
You don't want to plug it again? No? You good? You good?
Yeah.
Alright, so what's been going on? Anything?
No.
No?
Not in my life.
No,
Personally.
Is that a cop outside?
Okay, so
Where's got his lights on?
I wanted to talk about a teacher we have that the three of us share.
Oh.
No, you know, shut the fuck up. So we have an astronomy class, and I bitched about him before on the podcast, but I've been waiting to say this story for a while. So he's not the greatest teacher in the world. He loves Rob though. Rob is his favorite student in
He
the
kind of is
entire
the coolest
world.
teacher.
It's whatever.
I mean, I'll be honest. He kind of looks like a thumb, but
Just a little bit.
yeah, a little bit. He has been acting really weird. He'll just zone out in the middle of class and he doesn't teach at all. He just hands out worksheets and stuff. Like he puts minimal effort.
Yeah.
And he was gone one day because he was sick. And because the
you
reason
gotta-
why he
you
was
gotta
sick.
tell the story.
Yeah. So we're sitting there in class and he's just sitting there at his desk and Rob saw it. So do you want to see what happened? Whenever he. Are you okay? Whenever he vomited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you can say it.
Okay.
Seeing people vomit makes me want to.
No,
It's
so-
just terrible.
So I was just sitting there and I was on my phone and Rob just goes, "Yo, what the fuck?" And I look up and Mr. Peters is just vomiting into the sink and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he's just sitting there staring at it. He's like, "Sorry, guys." And
Like I tried to hold it in.
Yeah.
It's because he was at his desk and I looked at him because I look at him every once in a while because we just
Yeah.
make really sensual eye contact. And he wasn't making eye contact, so I knew something was up. And he was sitting there, he's like, and it just starts like a foul.
It was like orange, wasn't it?
Yeah, I saw it out of the corner of my
Yeah.
eye. It was
It's like
nasty.
pure
Yeah.
liquid, yeah.
Yeah. So
I saw pink vomit once. That was
he
not good.
he wasn't there the next day. And I was like kind of wondering and stuff. So and I don't think Rob was there that day either.
No, I was,
No.
Were you?
right?
I don't think you were.
No.
Is that the lady that caught me cheating?
No.
Oh, no, that wasn't her. Okay, so we had a substitute, and she was pretty cool, so I went and I sat behind Mr. Peters. Oh, shit. I'll have to cut that. I'll have to say
I think you already said it twice.
It's
already.
no big deal. We'll call him Curtis.
What's his
From
first
now
name?
on.
Do we know his first name?
Yeah.
Oh, what is
Ezra.
his first name? Ezra? Yeah, okay, his name's Ezra.
Call
So,
him the villain from Spy Kids.
Ezra, I was doing an impression of him, and I was sitting down in his chair, and I just decided to start looking through his desk.
As you do.
Yeah, I was looking through his desk. I found some balloons. I pocketed those, and then I opened up one drawer, and it was a Ziploc bag,
Like a
like
sandwich bag.
not even like Ziploc, but like off-brand, like Kroger brand Ziploc,
Yeah.
and it was full of blue pills that were like you know how most pills come in the little like boxes that you're supposed to push them out of the little tin foil, and they come in like the bags, like the prescription stuff.
They come in prescription bags, yeah.
Yeah, no, dude.
Prescription Ziploc bags.
No,
Yeah, those are
like the prescription bottles. No, so these were just open, loose in there. They
just
looked
in a
like
sandwich bag.
no pills that I've ever seen before in my entire life. Like there was no way that you could explain those pills.
They were
Well-
blue.
They,
I might have been able to figure it out on the spot.
yeah, I know, but that's why we needed you there.
Just take it.
Yeah, so I haven't gone back to look inside the desk, but Rob gave me a good idea. He wanted me to walk up to Mr. Peters and be like, "Yo, Mr. Peters, what's this bag? Looks like a free 100 to me." So yeah, he's a guy.
You also name dropped.
Well, he might
I
be.
need to drop them again. It's no big deal. I don't care. So Rob, you got any stories?
Oh, what about his cheating, dude?
Oh yeah.
Like with that one sub.
The sub that we had in that class? Yeah. Rob, so in that class we don't like one person does all the work and then we'll just hand the worksheets around and everyone else will copy or we'll find the answers online.
Yeah.
And so I think I did the work that day and I handed Rob my worksheet. Was it you or me? I think it was me.
I think it was.
Yeah, so I handed Rob my worksheet and he was copying off of it. And I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble.
She
for
waited
doing
till
it.
I was done.
Yeah, she waited till like I noticed that she kept looking at him, and she waited till he was done, and then just goes,
Well, I kept looking at her too
Yeah.
because I knew she saw me. I was waiting for her to say something. I thought she just like Peter's 2.0.
and she goes, young man, are you cheating? I think you were just like, nah. Just completely denying it.
No, because I saw her like looking at me doing it. So when she asked me that, I was just like dumbfounded. I was just like, no.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
she
think so.
she took your worksheet, and was like, I'm gonna tell your teacher about this, and she wrote like your name down on a piece of paper. The next day he got 100 in the grade book. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Peters knows that we all like don't care.
Oh yeah.
I have 100 in that class, and I have 2 missings.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how that class is.
I don't
Dude,
get
there are
class.
teachers like that though. Like last year I took an AP class and I was in golf back then, and we would miss like almost every Monday for golf tournaments. And so he'd always put his quizzes on Mondays, and whenever I miss one, I would never make it up. And at the end of the year, each quiz that I missed, he just put in as no grade. So like it didn't even count, and I was like, oh yes. Oh, yes. So I had like 7 quizzes that I had to make up, but I never did.
Wolverton does that. Well, I missed 2 quizzes in his class, but they both got excused because like everybody cheated on those 2 because he wasn't there either. And then, but he always, what's he called? Never mind, I just had it. I forgot should have like coming here.
So, you sure you don't want to talk about anything, Rob? Nothing in particular? Nothing big that's going on? Nothing at all?
That'd be good.
Nothing, no?
We got something coming out. We got a feature for you. David Medrano, Cubby Coomer, Jet Jeter, Bobby McTrill. You know what's up? We got a music video in the works.
That's not his name, Miguel. Okay, that's what I thought. You got a music video? What, you got music for it?
Not yet. But it's gonna be there.
Just put a sample right here.
Yeah.
We haven't started yet, but it's gonna be huge. We're gonna get Jolioli in there. Make sure you come check that out.
Bro, I'll edit it. Yeah.
Power
No.
drive your head ass.
It'd be great. Hey, I can...
Crashes like 10 times in the works.
Bro, don't worry about it. I was gonna take the files, cause Devin told me that he would let me take the copy and paste the Power Director files into his computer and let me work there. But then I asked Peachy over at the Clarion, and he was like, yeah, you can use the Mac, it'd probably work better than your 2008 Toshiba laptop. I was like, stop fucking roasting my laptop,
I mean,
man.
anything could.
I mean, it works good for
I mean,
Minecraft.
Toshiba.
That's all that matters.
Fucking smacks on Minecraft, dude. Not gonna lie. I was on there.
Yeah.
I was on there this morning because I was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw it was like an iFunny watermark picture, right? So it had like the fat ass watermark, and it was in the comments of a post, and it was a picture of like Minecraft, and it was a IP address for a server. And I didn't think it was real, so I went on and I plugged it in, and it was actually legit. And I was like, "Who's fucking virgin ass went on on fucking Instagram with an iFunny watermark and typed
Well, they
that
got
shit
you to
in?"
join their server, didn't they?
Yeah, I joined, and I was
Listen,
like,
you gotta do crazy things.
I found this shit on Instagram, and they were like, "Oh, well, that's cool." And then I plugged the podcast. Not gonna lie, but no, I don't think anybody followed, which
No.
kind of sucks.
Everybody will.
Kinda
Put in
sucks.
that one.
You're such a charming guy, Jeremy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, right? So, another thing I want to talk about, my dad, he's a very eccentric guy, to say the least, you know.
And a terrorist.
He,
That's on his dad.
what? No. It's not, I'm going to talk about the guy
Wrong.
that is a terrorist towards my dad. So, my dad lives out at the beach town that's next to us. I almost doxed us real quick. I almost said the name of the town.
Why don't you just edit it?
Yeah, Galveston?
Yeah, that one.
Or Lake Jackson, or-
Bro, what?
Washington?
So he said that. So my dad's on Facebook all the time, like constantly on Facebook. I'll be like, hey, Dad, you know, I'll talk to him for like 20 minutes straight, and he'll be on Facebook the entire time, and he'll look up and he'll be like, what? What'd you say?
That's
And
my
I'd just be
mom.
like, motherfucker. So he's just, there's this guy down there, and we're gonna call it the island, because that's what he refers to it as, is the island.
Okay.
So he, there's this whole like Facebook friends group, right? And this newcomer to the island joined, right? And so from what I understand, his dad, the guy's dad, his name's Jason Mass. Well, like the guy, and his dad played for the Detroit Tigers, right? That's the baseball team,
I
right?
didn't know that.
Yeah, so his dad plays for the Detroit Tigers, and this guy has such like a superiority complex with his dad that he wears his dad's old uniform
Is that what that's about?
everywhere he
Okay.
goes.
Okay.
And he carries a baseball bat everywhere he goes.
So he can just clap anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty much.
So, from watching this guy's Facebook live videos and doing some deep dives in his daily live vlogs, he does a lot of cocaine,
He's a psychopath.
We should start doing that.
and it's
No, not the
cocaine.
cocaine. Not the cocaine. The vlogs.
So he's talking about how my dad is dating a 70-year-old woman or something like that.
Fun.
He's probably gonna watch this video and get really pissed off, but I don't care. So they, this woman that he's dating really likes isolationism and really likes to keep her like out of drama in any way, shape, or form. And my dad loves drama, like
Me.
lives for it. So it's like they clash a lot. But she was on the phone. The girl that my dad's dating, we'll call her Betsy.
The girl.
Yeah, right.
Or the lady. The grandma.
So she was on the phone while she was talking to Jason, and something happened. She said something about how he had to leave her house because he had arrest warrants out for him.
Oh, I know some of those.
Yeah. That's what I was fucking talking about earlier. If you wanted to talk
A
about
good
it.
segue.
Yeah. No, so he had like multiple arrest warrants that were still out for him. So so he freaked out and he went on Facebook and he did a live video. This was before he did the other one, right? So he did a live video where he was standing on the jetties over there. So he's on like a pier of just rocks, and he's standing over there and he's like, this dude's fucking crazy. He's standing out there in the full baseball getup, right?
He's literally.
And
a
he's
psycho.
like 2 feet away from water that would just kill him.
That's
and
fun.
he's like, I was accused of doing cocaine and running a prostitution ring in Houston. I was accused of having sex with prostitutes whenever I spent time in Belize. I went through this guy's thing. Yeah, he definitely did. So he was like freaking out about it, and he was calling my dad and his girlfriend the devil. Like the entire, like he was super spiritual.
Great.
He was like, the devil, I'm trying to expel the devil. And I know he's the devil because the devil will try to force upon you their problems. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And so I'm watching these live videos, and I'm like, dude, I could totally start a cult with this guy. If I push this guy forward out into the limelight, you could start a cult with how much spiritual shit he's talking.
Yeah.
Okay, but so anyway, so then he makes another video where he threatens to kill my dad, da-da-da-da-da. And my dad reports it. A couple days later, he goes to jail.
Mhm.
And I didn't know he went to jail until she told me.
Yeah, my mom's invested in the whole thing because she thinks it's so interesting.
Yeah, so because it was on Facebook.
Mm. My mom's always on Facebook.
Yeah, so she found it there, and it blew my mind that he went to jail. But then like a day later, maybe, or like 3 days later, he got let out on a $15,000 bail.
1,500.
$1,500?
That's what I thought.
Oh, I thought it was 15,000.
Oh, that was
Oh, okay, 1,500 makes more sense. Yeah, $1,500 bail. So my dad was pretty pissed about that, and
Did he made a guy have to pay $1,500?
no, he was pissed that he got out. My dad was mad that
That's
he got
still
out.
a win though.
Yeah, so Jason, I went over to my dad's house, and Jason still is harassing my dad. Like I went over to my dad's house Friday, and I was chilling with my dad out on the porch, and Jason's big ass white Hummer. He drives a white like fucking H3 Hummers, or you know like the fat ass ones,
Yeah.
and drives up and just sits there and starts honking his horn and shit and
Oh,
giving
fuck.
my dad the finger, and then he leaves. 10 minutes later, he comes back honking the horn, giving my dad the finger, and he leaves. And my dad's just like calling the cops. He's like, "What is this fucker in jail? Why is he messing with me?" And it's funny as shit. But so then he stops, and me and my dad watched The Dirt, which is a Netflix movie about Motley Crue, and it's fucking fantastic, and it's way better than Bohemian Rhapsody, no cap. But
Never heard of it.
it's good. It's fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
The only weird thing is Machine Gun Kelly plays Tommy Lee.
Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little
Dude,
weird.
this is-
It's a little weird. So yeah, we finished watching the movie, and my dad gets a call. And the call is from some of his friends that live further back on the island, and they're like, Jason just came over and pepper sprayed 4 people. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And so my dad's on the phone with him talking da-da-da-da-da. So it turns out that he exposed himself to a 7-year-old child.
Oh, holy
Fun.
shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
6'9"?
And whenever he was shouting at him, right? So he exposed himself to a 7-year-old child, and they were all shouting at him and da 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 da. And one of the guys went down, and I'm trying to think of a nickname for this guy. I mean, he already has a nickname, but everyone knows him as that nickname. So his nickname's Derail, and yeah. So he goes down and he starts yelling at Jason, and a few other people went down, and the grandmother, I think, of the little boy had a 2x4 behind her back, getting ready to swing.
About that,
Yeah. And so she they were yelling at him and stuff, and Jason just fucking goes, you know what? And just fucking pepper sprays all of them, dude. Holy shit. And they're all running away and crying, and it just fucking blew my mind, dude. And he hops in his car and drives away. They called the cops. The cops show up. From what I understand,
It's a free man.
Surfside police. I'm not gonna knock police officers in general.
I am. Richwood? No. What's up with that?
Don't say that, dude. They're coming to my house next weekend.
I don't
Shut
care.
up.
Shut up. Do something.
You come for him.
You probably shouldn't be.
So mad, dude.
So yeah. So the cops show up, and they aren't really doing much about Jason. Hence why, they just don't really care that much, from what I can tell. And they were getting more upset that the grandmother of the child had a 2x4 behind her back, because that was a more pressing, dangerous weapon to them, which I was a little bit confused about, from what I understood. And so a couple hours later, after we watched The Dirt, and my dad's getting all this information, he's like, we're going to go over there. And Betsy, right, she's like, we are not going to fucking go over there.
Has a heart attack on the
Like,
phone.
she's getting
But that's old age right there.
she's getting like super mad, and so I was down to go. I was fucking ready for it. So I just walked outside and went down to the car we were gonna take. I was sitting there waiting, and I was just waiting, and then finally she comes downstairs just fucking fuming, and my dad's right behind her with the keys, and he's smiling. They hop in the car and they drive over there, and oh Jesus Christ, yeah, that all of them, I have never seen people that intoxicated before. Like, it was bad. All of them were drunk, and it was like,
You should have
holy
seen
shit.
the Christmas party.
No, I was sitting there, I was just like standing there, and I was wearing my red glasses, and the old lady of the child, she walks up to me, and she takes off her glasses and just fucking reaches for mine, and I'm like, no. And so she's like, oh, okay, and then puts her glasses back on. But the kid that was there, he's a cool kid. Like, he was super cool. I'm gonna get wholesome for a second. I'm gonna just do like some humble flexing, humble
Yeah, I
brag.
revealed myself to him too.
Yeah. No.
2 charges that night.
No, he's a really nice kid. He's just quiet, and I mean, I'm not gonna knock any of the people, because I don't want to piss anybody off, but I don't think he's being raised in the best surroundings possible. Like, a 7-year-old shouldn't be around that many drunk adults,
Yeah.
including the person that takes care of him, who is that drunk to try to grab the glasses off my face. So they they were all talking to me, and then they finally stopped, and I went down and I started talking to the kid, and there was like one person there that was sober, and she was like, dude, I just came here to visit, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I was like, girl, I know Surfside's like that. So I started talking to the kid, and he's really quiet. I'm like, you like sports or anything? You play any sports? And I was like, no. And I'm like, I just didn't know what to talk about anymore, so I was like, alright. So I stood up and I walked away, and they were talking about like how his grandmother, like his caretaker, or whatever, was talking about how like, oh, he can't play sports and stuff because he's got some injuries from past experiences and stuff, and like just like telling all this stuff that was super personal to people, and he was like super uncomfortable with it. So I walked outside because it was pissing me off, and he followed me out there, and we started talking, and I was like, you like music or anything? And he goes, yeah. And I said, you play any instruments? And he goes, no, but I have a guitar. And I was like, I told him I play guitar for the jazz band, and he was like, oh, well, I can go get mine if you want to show me some stuff. And I was like, sure. So he goes up, because his house was right next door. So he goes up to his house, and he grabs a guitar, and he comes back down. The kid's left-handed, and they bought him a right-handed guitar that was missing a string.
Great.
Yeah.
So we should find another string.
I felt
So
really sad.
at least he's got a foundation.
I felt really sad about that. So I just like, I didn't have time to show him because all the adults started migrating outside. So I went and I got a paper towel and a pen, and I wrote the address and the phone number to Collins, the music store over there in downtown. And then I wrote, told him to check out Musician on the App Store. And I wrote my phone number, and I handed him a piece of paper, and I left. And he was like, thank you. And I was like, it's good.
It's probably good.
Yeah.
Next time he calls you help, they're drunk again.
I gotta do like evac on the kid. I'm just
So you're saying that guy exposed himself to that kid though?
yeah. Well, like I don't think I think it's because he started pissing in their lawn.
Great.
Chasing it.
Great.
Fuck.
Yeah. So he really more so exposed himself to everybody.
But especially the kid.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong
He's
with
drinking it, it's going down my throat.
Oh. Dude, I was telling you to drink water, bro. Bro, me and water, bro.
You didn't finish it.
Me and water don't have sex, bro. We fuck.
Finish it.
Man, you love feeling that water all in you, don't you?
So Rob, whenever we were doing a segue from warrants,
So I got a, so what happened was, I got a citation for, something, and then,
you don't want to talk about it?
and so, and then I paid it. Well, I did 20 hours of community service work.
What was the community service work? What did you do?
It was a season, I didn't really do anything, but it's still like 20 hours of my time that I put in, and then I turned it into the office, and I asked the lady, I literally looked at her, and I was like, so this is it, right? Like, this is good? And she was like, oh yeah, and I was like, so what would it look like on my record? And she was like, it'll come as deferred. So I was like, all right, I don't care. So I just walked out, and I was like, that was done, and that was like a few days before the due date, and then that was 3 weeks ago, and then we got a letter in the mail yesterday that I got a warrant for my arrest, and then my dad comes in, and he's like, bro, you got a warrant for your arrest? And then he's like mad that I got it, so then he starts like getting mad at me, and then I'm mad that I got it, and then he's like yelling at me, dude. It was terrible, man. I hope I can sue the department.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that sucks.
And then also they add a fee with the warranty, so I have $104 that I have to pay them now that we weren't told about. So they're just scamming us for money. So
yeah.
I hope I can talk to one of my Jewish friends up in Houston. Richwood, if you're watching this, I'd start working on some defense tactics right now.
Fuck, that sucks. I hope to see you on the news.
That'd be funny.
Local boy fights the
Local
police.
boy shit up PD.
Whoa. That's not a threat. Richwood, please don't arrest
Who
him.
just edit that out?
Exposes himself to
Exposes himself. Just you need to walk over to the police
Like-
department and start pissing in their
Oh, it's because it's a podcast. Everything
warrant
I
on
do is
this.
like faking a joke. Richwood. Yeah, so we don't mean any of it. So what's up, Jeremy? What's good in your
Not a
life?
lot. What's going on with you? You got anything?
No, I guess. I don't know. I forgot everything that happened this weekend.
Everything that happened this week. You know what? I didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Was
I
it
really-
Pokemon Go?
I don't want to talk about it, dude.
Then don't talk about it.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say. We spent too much time. He spent more time than me, but he spent way too much time.
Yeah.
Way too much time.
Yeah.
Way too much time.
Yeah.
It's painful.
Yeah.
It's painful.
What are you talking
On
about?
Pokemon Go.
Oh, alright.
Emma, you got anything?
Not really.
You told me you wanted to ask him something.
Oh yeah, so okay. There's a whole community on YouTube.
I'm so proud of this community.
Oh, fuck, what the hell?
We could do some
Maybe she
ASMR.
has some spiky stuff on.
Oh, that's
Yeah, the ASMR community. I want to know how you feel about it because it's a whole thing.
Oh,
It's sexy. It kind of turns me on. Like, I get them in my recommendation every once in a while, and I'm telling you, there's nothing that really beats that, honestly. ASMR is the future.
What?
It's gonna be VR ASMR.
Ew.
That's the future. It's people just sitting in their little cocoons,
They should just
just
blast
like
your eyes with
listening to
THC.
things and like seeing sensations.
Seeing sensations?
Yeah.
Okay.
They make you take
Okay,
acid
I want to talk about, Rob. I want to talk about your thing about condiments. You remember the thing we had, the conversation we had about mayonnaise?
Oh yeah.
I'm so mad about that still.
Yeah. Yeah. What about
So
it?
do you want to state your official opinion before we start talking about it?
Oils are useless, and
No.
mayonnaise shouldn't be put on anything if you know how to cook it right. That's my opinion.
Well, is it
Mayonnaise
condiments in
or-
general?
Unless like it needs it in like the main ingredient, like mayonnaise. What did you say? Like
Condiments?
this
Like fucking
salad
deviled eggs?
thing?
Egg salad?
Egg salad. Yeah. What?
Was it
Doesn't deviled eggs contain a lot of that?
mayonnaise?
I think so.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, but that's like a whole different.
Yeah, it's like because that's like mixed together and it becomes something else. But like,
mayonnaise and tuna fish, like if you mix it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but like
Just
mayonnaise
just
just as a condiment, as like extra on other food that is already food. What are you doing?
like so if you were sitting there right with your buddy right, you guys have been friends for forever, like since childhood, right? And you guys are eating a fat ass hot dog, like 2 different hot dogs. You're not sharing a hot
I'm
dog.
about to say that's
But you guys
Being
are
friendly that one.
you guys are like eating hot dogs together, and your friend just whips out 7 mayonnaise packets and just
So he wait.
squirts that shit out.
So you eat hot dogs?
No, I don't. No, I'm not fucking.
Oh no, I mean that's their mental disorder, like that. But usually just people don't do that.
Yeah, I mean
Can't
that's
be
fair
eating
enough.
special people.
Yeah. So
Ketchup
okay.
and stuff too. Like if you can make, like I guarantee you, all right. I know how to make. I will make you the best burger and fries in the entire world. All right, without any condiments at all, and it's gonna be the best one you've ever had for sure. And I also know this
So,
cool
like,
little trick,
I
right?
don't
You
know,
can
I
get
already-
wax, and you can like put it in the pan, and you can toast the buns on it, and it makes your burger
Wax
inedible.
or butter?
No, it makes it inedible.
Oh,
So you do that, and you toast it into your buns, and and then you cook it into your meat and stuff. It'll make it your burger. Your burger is
bro.
just super
And
good.
then like you give it to somebody, right? And they're just
And they
fucked,
fucking
bro.
die.
They're just dead.
And then also the burger will taste amazing because I'm an amazing chef.
So it's inedible, but it'll taste amazing.
Yeah, because if you use wax for it, like waxes, you need so much less. 'cause
What?
it's so
What?
much
Okay,
more
hold on.
concentrated.
What type of wax are we talking about?
Like dab wax.
Oh,
I was thinking about that.
I thought you were talking about like candle
Me
wax.
too.
I was like,
Like rosin and stuff. Shattering, that kind of stuff. That kind of wax. And then like the flavor wouldn't really.
You
matter
should have
too
known
much.
who.
yeah. You want to talk about your T-shirt?
Oh no, I really wanted to bring it,
I thought
but
you were gonna
I
wear
didn't. it wasn't washed, and I didn't really like plan up to this day.
Mhm.
And so, this morning after I washed my fish tank, and I was like, oh, it's 1:30. It wasn't washed, so.
How long were you sitting outside my house until we got home?
I like as soon as I parked, y'all pulled around.
Okay.
I took a longer way here when you said 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So, what was I gonna say? Oh. Okay. So okay. So are you okay? Whenever you said condiments and fries, right? You said like I wouldn't need to eat if you made me burgers and fries. I wouldn't need to eat condiments on any of it.
Mm-hmm.
So are you against putting fries in condiments?
Listen, fast food fries aren't real fries, so you have to put that in their fake ketchup so that you can get some kind of taste in your mouth that's not disgusting.
I like Cajun fries.
But if you actually know how to make French fries, then you can make them to where you don't need to just
So-
douse them in other.
I'll just eat the
How
whole
would
potato.
Bobby McTrill make fries?
Trills.
Okay, well, this is a recipe. It's super easy, all right? Passed down from my grandma. Basically, all right, you want to get the fries.
It's Jewish food.
Actually, I like what do y'all like? Y'all like long fries or like the little like round,
Anything.
like the little round potato like chip
Latkes?
fries?
What the fuck you
No,
talking
it's
about?
like, they're just like French fries, but they're like little round. So you just like they're chips, like French fry chips.
Basically Chick-fil-A, but
They're
like,
super good.
Okay.
So like I'd probably do that, and then you just fill the pot with oil, like some good oil, you know, but cheap, so not olive oil, like vegetable oil, and then you just put them in there. All right, you let them go, you know, get them out with the little thing, and that's it. You just fried French fries, and it's crazy how much better that fresh French fries cooked taste than like any other French fries that you get at a restaurant or anything.
So
and you put a little bit of salt. The salt's bad for you; it'll kill you. So.
how okay, if you were
If I was that small.
if you were to make like French fries, like the long ones, how thick would you make them?
See, that's the thing. You need a good thickness with French fries. That's where McDonald's and all the fast food places mess up. Is because the French fries are too thin. So the whole thing's like a chip.
Yeah.
A good French fry. The middle is a little bit mashed potato still. You know, it's a little bit like soft potato, but then it gets hardened to a crisp on the outside. So a good thickness would be like a good thick round French fry.
Okay.
A good like green bean.
Okay, like green. Okay, so you like crispy fries or like the
Crispy on the outside.
Okay.
You just gotta cook them for the right time.
So let me tell you why you're wrong.
Whoa.
They can't be like crispy like chip. Like,
No, yeah. I agree. But whenever fries are like, you can take it and the ends are crispy, but you can go like this and it'll move.
No, but see, that's not the thing though.
That's
It's
the
because
best.
the thickness. That's not the best.
So
Dude,
basically,
whenever it's like
long
whenever it's
McDonald's
like limp,
fries?
whenever it's like limp in the middle, dude, that's the best. Those fucking
Flaccid.
sick, dude.
No,
Yeah.
the best fries are the
Flaccid
ones you can just like don't bend because they're just like so big. My mom used to work. We like started making those because my mom used to work at this place that like cooked, and they would bring me like crawfish in like a bucket because they knew I liked that, and I would just like play with crawfish and stuff because they'd be alive, and then they just cook them in the yeah. and
How
then-
old were you?
Like 5.
Bro, you just fucking with crawfish.
He used to make like these super big fries for me, and he'd make them like just for free and just give me some because my mom worked next door, and he was like, "Damn, that poor lady." And so he like just took some time off her hands for a little bit, and then I was like, "Damn, those are some good fries, man." He's like, "Yeah, I know, it's cool, it's whatever, little dude."
You said this at 5 years old.
Yeah,
You're
and,
like, damn, cuz.
this man knows how to fry a potato.
Fuck, G, these fries are fucking fresh as fuck.
How would you cook a burger? Do you know how to cook?
A little bit, yeah.
How would you cook a burger?
Where it's like bloody as fuck.
That's disgusting.
No. Are you telling me like medium
Put a
well?
steak.
You want it bloody?
Not like super bloody, but like not medium well.
It's got to be like really, really light in the middle.
Medium rare is the best.
But then
Yeah.
it's gotta even out towards the outside. You gotta do like Chef Gordon's tips, alright? You gotta take it off, you gotta put it on something, and then just leave it there. You can't touch it. You just leave it there and it'll keep cooking to the middle. And it'll reach the middle and cook it. But if you move it, then you'll have like a huge like just pink to cooked meat like gap that you can see.
Oh, that's the best.
That's
No, kind of
absolutely
pink
disgusting.
to
That would
cook
make
meat.
me throw up. I would need some condiments on that.
Okay, so let's say you made somebody a steak, right? You made somebody like
I can make a mean.
fat ass steak, okay? Like goofy fat. Like I'm saying a whole
Tyrannosaurus ass.
yeah, like a Tyrannosaurus steak, okay? And this man looks up at you, right? You guys are sitting across the table, right? And you're actually thinking about dicking down this dude, right? Because he's so pretty, right?
Wait a minute. What?
So like,
And
He's so
looking at
pretty.
him.
So, like, Grant?
Yeah. Shout out to Grant. No. So you're looking at him, right? And he just goes, he looks up at you, right? Real sensual, and he's just like, "You got any A1 sauce?"
oh, I'll show you the A1 sauce. You know it's
Would you be mad or anything?
I'd be turned on a little
Bro.
bit.
Okay, but like seriously, if you made a steak for someone and they just poured A1 sauce on it, would you be mad?
I'd be mad.
I mean, look, if you're gonna use the sauce, cook it into the steak. Don't just pour it on top like a primitive
So
bean.
what you're saying is that if I wanted to, if I got a hot dog, you're saying that the premier gourmet.
Okay, you don't cook the ketchup into
It's
the hot
whenever-
dog. That's two totally different things.
I was gonna say hollow out the hot dog and just put the
Okay,
ketchup.
a hot dog is the
That's
only
so
exception.
sad.
A hot dog is based on the condiments. The hot dog is the only exception. But fries and everything else that people use condiments with, like dipping fried chicken into stuff, unless it's honey mustard, homemade honey mustard.
What about chicken
That's
sandwiches?
the only condiment, homemade honey mustard.
That's pretty
Okay.
What about chicken sandwiches?
Chicken sandwiches.
I'll make you a crazy chicken sandwich. You won't even know.
I feel like if
condiments in
chicken
it.
sandwiches have pickles, that's all they need. You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
stupid?
No, they can either like only have pickles, because like pickles don't really go too good with like a lot of other
I
things
really
if you
fucking
put on a
hate pickles.
burger.
Pickles are like
I think
the
that's-
worst thing ever.
I think that's why like Chick-fil-A puts like only pickles,
Yeah.
because they have like a lot of flavor already, so that like kind of ruin your burger. I think if you
Yeah.
put like everything and then just extra pickles.
How do y'all feel about onions?
I used to.
Oh
hate
my
onions.
god, no! I'll tell you, another way to make it the best burger is you just slice like a big thing of onion, just a huge old thing of onion, and you cook that in the pan, so it'll be like a cooked onion, and then you put that just on top of the meat, and then layer out everything
Okay, I
else
think we're
like
done here.
under it on top. God, it's fat, dude. I'm gonna go home and cook a burger.
See, okay. I used to hate onions. I couldn't do it because they were like too like if you just cooked them in a pan, right, and they were cut like in pieces like that, you know, they were just too slimy. You know, they like go down the throat too fast.
Slime.
I just couldn't do it. And the other thing I can't do, mushrooms. I can't eat
I don't like
mushrooms.
mushrooms.
I
love
love
mushrooms.
cannot eat mushrooms
I put
because
mushroom on everything.
if I don't like it, the consistency sucks because it's like hard for a second, and then you chew through it, and it pops open, and I'm like, ugh, and then it goes.
Wait, you're eating hard mushrooms?
You should
People are
eat
fucking.
that.
Listen, I actually the last burger I made, I love mushrooms so much. I put mushrooms in the meat when I made the burger and
Did you
cooked
cut
it.
them up, or did you just like?
No, I
slice
put a whole ass mushroom in the burger. I cut them like little bitty.
like dice
a
them?
little bitty. Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta get the hair out of there too. The mushroom hair, like under the cap, it has like those black things. Yeah, so I was in like this cooking thing, and some kids were like just putting that in the food, and I was like, that's fucking gross. I'd be like 8 or something.
I like eating the mushroom and Swiss burgers.
No, I can't do Swiss either. Like I'll eat Swiss, but it's not my favorite.
I'll eat any
Swiss is kinda-
cheese
Swiss
except
is
for
kinda
pepper
fucked.
jack.
Oh, I don't put cheese on it anymore.
No,
Mm-mm.
really.
Yeah, because
I
I'm
love cheese.
Jewish.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's what I thought. Yeah.
It's way better without cheese. Like if you make it good. Dude, let me cook a burger here.
Does your Jewishness have to do with eating cheese? Is that a thing?
But
Yeah,
there's
I
only-
can't. I'm not supposed to mix like meat and cheese. So I eat cheeseburgers from like Whataburger, but
I
they're
think-
disgusting.
I
I'd
think-
way rather cook my own burger.
I'm 80% sure you're bullshitting me. Like,
No, we're not supposed to make because there's some line in the Torah supposedly that you're not supposed to like mix or like cook the calf in the mother's milk or some crap. I don't know. I'm not into religion because it doesn't make
You
sense.
should just take it literally. Just don't cook it.
Yeah, I tried to.
just don't eat
Because
it.
Whoever wrote this book's dumb
Because
shit, man.
what like people interpreted from that was that like we can't eat like chicken and cheese or like fish and cheese or anything, but like some of my rabbis just say like whatever they want to eat is fine, and then like you can't eat other stuff.
Except
so
for pigs.
yeah, we can't eat pigs.
I love ribs. That's something I can't get
But I had some.
Ribs are good.
from Chili's. I mean, like they're not enough. I mean,
It's fucking awful. Did you not hear that?
uh,
He just cracked his neck and it sounded like.
Oh! That was so loud!
Look, we do an ASMR, just popping joints real quick.
Hey, get that up to my back. Watch.
Oh!
Oh no, wait. I think.
Oh! That was awful, bro. I hate that.
I love it. It feels so good. Oh, dude, my back hurting. It's because of anxiety. I didn't really
Really?
know that.
Really?
Yeah. Because it tenses up my muscles like all the
I
time.
mean, he wants to be a chiropractor. He could fuck up your back real quick.
You want to just break my neck?
I break my arm.
I just like break my neck and then fucking step on my head a couple times. Like,
Dude, how much do you think you'd have to pay a
There's
chiropractor
some-
to do that?
That gets the kink right out.
There's a chiropractor right over there. Would that be like suicide if you like pay somebody to break your neck, or would that be like?
that's
So would you go to hell and like
That's like-
religion?
technically doctor assisted suicide.
Well, no.
No, what about me though? Like if I was like, look, dude.
You would get compensation, but like not you. Your family would.
Yeah.
Wow. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, it's like
I can't even pay somebody to kill me. Wow. What's up with that?
Just go with the sketchiest Craigslist person.
Yeah,
So,
just
you
like
know,
go on Craigslist, like looking for a chiropractor who will beat the shit out of me, bro.
There's just 1 star.
Yeah, like look for the half star guys. Oh
Just
shit.
play Pokemon.
That's why, like, okay, so I've never used it. Have you guys used Uber before?
No.
No. Have you? No. So from what I understand, there's a rating system,
Use Tinder.
and the driver and the passenger can rate each other.
Did you? Wait, have you used Uber?
I know. I just is from what
I don't know why you said rape.
Right.
Like,
Dude,
now I want to be a
that's-
part of
that's-
that. I was like, shit.
That's fake taxi, okay?
What?
No, so they so they
My license.
so they can rate each other, and I want to make something where like it's a section of Uber for the worst drivers and the worst passengers to go along with each other.
So like a taxi cab?
So it's like yeah, it's like a taxi, like a standard city taxi. Are you still? Why are you swiping? You're going past. Okay, this kid's been on Tinder for a while, and we found a few people from our school.
Wait, is
Oh, I saw
right?
that. I
Is
saw
right?
that
You
you
like
Right
it?
is like yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got tired because I got really picky. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, he got super picky, dude. I was like, what about this one? He goes, nah. I was like, bro, this girl's a solid 9. He goes, bro, she's not a 10. I'm like,
My dick hard.
yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. So I think he just gave up. But his profile picture is just like fucking Kirby with the fucking.
No, I changed it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's
it's
Lego Tupac.
Lego Tupac. I edited that one in the last one. I still have that one saved.
And then I also changed it to fucking Aquaman, but it's that one guy that, from SpongeBob that saves him from drowning or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Aquaman is hot. How do you feel about that?
Aquaman, my mom says that Jason Momoa
I don't trust
is
Hawaiians.
her celebrity boyfriend.
Yeah, if I could, listen, I'm not saying I swing that way, but if this ever blows up and it like makes it out there, Aquaman,
Stick your penis out for him.
do something, man.
You gotta expose yourself to Aquaman.
Dude, I'm gonna blow up your podcast someday. Not like literally.
Oh shit! Rich one.
Like after I become super famous, like I'll blow up your podcast.
Yo, I'm really scared
My
because you
foot's
could
asleep.
either get super famous for something really bad or super famous for
Super
something
famous
really
for being
good.
in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if
It's
the good
just-
doesn't work out, you gotta change things up, you know?
Yeah, right?
Jewish man blows up podcast. Wait.
That's the title of the episode right there, is Jewish podcast.
Jewish terrorists.
Yeah.
That's the title.
Those don't exist.
Jewish.
It's not real.
We can
Those
start
are
that
dope.
trend right now. Oh wait, no.
Rob's just like,
Keep
yeah,
on.
actually, I brought this, and it's just like ticking. It's like a bag. He's like, yeah, so like, honestly, you guys gotta pay me like $250, or maybe just $104, so I can pay for that one. And if
Or
you
you're
don't, in
fucking
like
die.
30 seconds, you're gonna fucking die. So like,
I'm gonna feed you cheese.
dude, that's a new Jewish way of making money.
That should be torture. Just feed
Oh, there's-
Jewish people cheese.
Jewish people know how to make money, Jeremy. Come on.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, like looking under bus stops. It's like, like you know how they have the benches and shit.
Yeah.
And then like sometimes people drop change.
Oh. that's a specific detail. Have you seen a rabbi at a bus stop that's just like, he's like in full uniform and he's just like, ooh, a penny. And,
This is like shit, Mr. Krabs. I didn't know you were a rabbi.
yo, I thought you were trying to say that Jewish people have like a network of bus stops where like they take money to the bottom of the fucking bus stop bench.
Just 10 grand on each one is like emergency.
It's like a glass case. It's like in case of emergency break here.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know what a rabbi was till like last month. I thought it was food. Dude, y'all got
Damn,
me
my
hungry.
rabbi is a whole sack. I'll tell you one thing.
Y'all's religion.
Do you
got
go?
me
Do
hungry.
you go to a synagogue?
I go to a few synagogues, Jeremy.
Are there
actually.
any synagogues around here?
No, I go to Houston.
Really?
Yeah, every Wednesday to learn about absolutely nothing and cook eggs in the microwave because I'm going to college. And we need to learn how to be prepared for college.
Whoa, hold on. You're cooking eggs in a microwave. Are you saying you're taking a raw egg and putting it in a microwave?
I put a Pop-Tart with a wrapper in it. I didn't know that it
You
would
wanna
be a
try
bad
that out?
idea.
Good idea.
No, it's
You want,
bad.
no, you just want to put it in
Legit.
a
All I heard was
microwave?
and lightning everywhere.
No, I put mine in like a cup. I don't know. They were making us make food, and I didn't want to, so I just made that in a weird way.
Dude, do you guys know about homunculus? Do you know what that is?
The Oculus Rift.
No, homunculus. Do you know what that is? So it's this shit that one of the kids at school, Talon, who's gonna be on the podcast in 2 weeks, he showed me last year, and it's a whole thing that Russian people primarily do, like
Isn't it like
fucked up
alchemy
Russian
shit?
guys. Close.
Like where they fucking take people or like they try.
No. So they get the one video that I saw,
Yeah,
right?
that's a chimera.
This guy poked a hole in an egg, like an actual chicken egg.
Oh, that's the shit that Japanese people
Yes.
do.
No. I've seen Russian people do it. So he pokes.
Are you talking about that animal thing?
It's basically incubation.
No.
but without a stun.
So he pokes a hole in a chicken egg, right? And the chicken egg's still like cooking, right? Like there's still you can't sell it and eat it, right? Because there's still like something in there. And he nuts into the hole, like he puts his own
I
nut
think
into
you
the
told me
hole,
about this.
and he wraps it up and he waits for it to hatch.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
That's what it was, the animal stuff?
Yeah.
Dude, did I show you guys those videos?
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
really uncomfortable.
Have you seen those?
No.
So okay, the video.
Why would I?
The video, right?
For you watching.
It's this dude, and he's just speaking in Russian, right? And he's just talking and just random shit.
Wait, no, I did.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that's nasty,
yeah.
dude.
So
No.
he gets this one, and I don't know if it's fake or not, but he gets this one thing that hatches, and it's like green, and it's about this long, and he picks it up with a pencil, and it's like spitting everywhere, and it spits on him, and he just goes sick of black and pulls out like a Bible and just fucking smashes it. He goes, like dead ass. He just sick of black. And he picks it up, and I put on the English subtitles, and he goes, oh, that's definitely dead. I'm like, no shit, dude, there's like blood everywhere. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Fuck.
That shit's
Dude,
scary,
you
bro.
told me about that. It's
Oh,
unsettling.
that
But you really
shit's so
confused
scary.
me. Alright, so if you put your semen into an egg, like after it comes out of the chicken, how does that still work?
It's
I don't
basically
know, dude.
cross species.
That's why I don't know if it's I don't know
So
if it's fake. or
I'm
not.
pretty sure it's fake, because like, wouldn't the yolk and stuff...
But like, dude, the thing was moving. That's the thing. Is it was like actually like wiggling around.
You want to see something weird?
What's up?
We're gonna paint my hand green and... I just created like Can't be fake though, he's moving.
Nah, bro. You need to watch the video. Like it's.
I
really
watched
silly.
it a few times.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, it's kind of it's strange. I don't know why the fuck people would think that's an okay thing to do. But that's like on the section of YouTube, like they set up their videos like the Mr. Gear does. Have you guys ever watched that? That's that guy that started the 1,000-degree knife
Yeah.
trend like from 2 years ago. That's all. I hate his fucking videos, dude, because they're all like life hacks, and it takes you like 17 minutes to make a life hack out of like a paper clip, a bottle cap, and a
Yeah.
fucking AK-47. Like it just,
Wait,
it
what?
just doesn't make sense.
You talking about?
The
I
life-
totally zoned
the
out.
life-
What the fuck?
the life hack videos on fucking Mr. Gear's channel. Because like he doesn't even talk, right? He just like shows the things, and there's like dubstep playing in the background, like soothing dubstep. And he's just like, okay guys, today we're gonna make a life raft out of some rubber bands, some popsicle sticks, and a dead porcupine that I picked up off the road last week.
He doesn't even use it.
Oh yeah, now he's gonna use it.
What?
Oh shit. Okay, so I want to bring it back a little bit. I want to bring it back just a little bit. Tad. Okay? So, Rob, we already know your whole thing, but I wanted to go around because I've been meaning to ask everybody this, like everybody that's on the podcast. So, which restaurant, which fast food restaurant has the best fries?
Okay, like I don't. I like waffle fries.
So, like Chick-fil-A?
I was gonna say Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, but
Or Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Because they've got their waffle fries are thicker, so the inside is like softer.
Really? You guys all like Chick-fil-A?
I like Chick-fil-A.
I just like having more stuff to put in my mouth.
Okay. That's the title of the podcast.
Because usually whenever I
I'm
go
gonna
to
make a soundbite of that.
when I get fries from like any other place, like Whataburger, like once I just bought this large ass tub of it, and I would shove them in my mouth, and I like doing that. So I just get 2 waffle fries.
So you like being a fucking slob? Yeah, that's what I thought. No, okay, so. Okay, so. Honestly,
Shut up.
I think Popeyes has the best fries.
Popeyes does
never
have good
been.
fries,
Popeyes?
though.
I don't know about
Fucking
that.
fries.
So smooth.
Because they have like battered fries, dude.
Dude, I heard that from everybody. Everybody. I kept asking people where to go, and everybody was like, "Popeyes, you got really good
They
fries."
do have good fries.
So I went there 3 times in the past few weeks. Every time, fries were cold. What am I supposed to do with that, dude? Like
Bro.
they put it as soon as it gets into my car. Like I take some fries and they're just cold. It's just.
Dude, you need to eat them as soon as you get them.
I did.
You can't. You no
I
that
did.
time you took from buying them, they come out to walking to your car. They're cold by then, dude. You gotta just fucking.
Yeah, obviously they are.
One other.
Jack in the Box curly fries kind of smack.
Oh,
I
those are
like
pretty
curly
good.
fries. I only go there because
I've
they're.
never had Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I ate there
I love Jack
once.
in the Box.
I ate there once because my dad one of his past dating relationships that he had. Oh, okay, I'm gonna talk about that real quick. No. This one I was okay with. Like I was fully okay with this woman, and my dad fucked it up.
Because you thought she was hot too.
Yeah, no. Okay, so she because like she actually like cared, like or not that she actually cared, but like she actually had like I don't know an age range that was within my dad's.
Hey, hold on 1 second. I thought your dad was gay.
Bro, who knows at this point? I don't know. So he
I heard that once.
so
I heard that once.
this he knew this lady because like their families had been friends for like a few generations or whatever, and because my dad used to live or he was born in Ohio in like a really small town, and so he brought her down here, and she was super nice, really like fantastic lady, and you know like I came home from school one day. And my dad, I think he was still working at the time, and she made like actual food because my dad never made like actual food. Like she made like fucking a big ass thing of fruit salad or some shit, and I was like, bro, fuck yeah, because my dad's idea of dinner whenever he cooks are like microwavable pork chops,
You told me about that.
right?
Yeah.
They've never heard it. Like so,
That's gross.
it's like dude, the pork chops are gray. And he doesn't microwave them. He puts them in a pan and cooks them, and they're still gray, right?
Yum.
And then either lima beans, peas, and they're all microwavable. Keep in mind, or green beans, but it's mostly peas or lima beans. Okay, and then always,
What
no
about, like,
matter
chickpeas?
what, no, I don't think he knows those exist. No matter what, a baked potato, and his idea of a baked potato is putting a potato in a microwave for 15 seconds.
So Mark
then
1.
15 seconds?
Smashing it open. Like just smashing it open. And
I put it in for like 8
his favorite
minutes.
thing is,
Yeah.
Rob, this will make you cry, bro. His favorite thing, right?
Condiments.
Pepper everywhere.
Pepper.
No. Barbecue sauce. All over the entire
All over his
thing.
That's my
All,
breakfast.
shut up. All over like the entire pork chop. Like he will make sure that there is a solid inch thick of barbecue sauce over the pork chop because it sucks.
Let's see. Okay, so do you like pepper?
Yeah.
I've never gotten that.
Yeah, I know it doesn't taste like anything.
No, like sometimes it's just
I like
like
it on my
I get a little bit of like that pepper.
Mm.
Just like why did I
I
put
like that
this
on my
in it?
chicken.
Mm.
That's why I get the Whataburger chicken.
No, so
sandwich.
let me go back real quick. So the lady, right? Super nice, fantastic person. A little weird, but like in a good way. She
She's from Ohio.
yeah. So we were living in the house that was really nice before my dad got kicked out of it, and
Why did you get kicked out?
I'll talk about that later.
Ohio is named after Japanese shit.
What the fuck?
Ohio is. I'm not gonna.
Okay. I think I know what you just said. Okay, so she was like, her weird thing was she would put on lipstick and like kiss mirrors. Like she kissed a mirror before she left, right? And my dad was like, kept it there for like 3 months. Right? And And then
Okay.
she also kissed the left.
Ass cheek.
Yeah. The left mirror on his SRT. His
What?
black Chrysler 300 SRT.
Just cover the whole thing.
Think
Yeah.
about the germs
Yeah,
on my lips.
like kissed it, right? And he kept. I think it's still there.
Oh, no.
And this was like 3 years
Oh,
ago.
no.
I think it's still there. Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I
So-
feel memories.
So, whenever we had to take her back, my dad was just
Take her back, like the girl, the lady.
the lady. We had to take her back to the airport so she could go back to Ohio.
Oh,
Whenever, dude, he was fucking just, he was like tired, like asleep drunk, like passed out drunk in the passenger seat.
Your
of the
dad?
car. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like just super out of it because he didn't want her to leave. So he figured if he was just like passed out and drunk that she wouldn't leave. But,
What?
yeah.
That's the worst.
So the one thing that she wanted to do was go to Jack in the Box because she'd never been to one, and she hears that all the people go to a Jack in the Box after they come on the red carpet.
What is that?
I have never, ever heard about this in my entire life.
Literally what?
Never heard about that.
What red cart? What are you?
Like red carpet events, like.
Yeah, but what did she do to?
Nothing related to red carpet events. She just wanted to see what the hype was.
Oh.
So, I didn't even know that there was hype surrounding it. I didn't know that people would want to go to a Jack in the Box after winning like a fucking Emmy or something. Like,
I would. Dude, those
you went to a Sonic instead of a fucking restaurant that actually had quality food.
Okay.
I don't want to hear about it.
I didn't spend
Oh,
as
I'm
much
gonna talk
money.
about
It's
that.
called surviving.
I'm gonna talk about that later. He's a fucking idiot. So, we ate there, and it was just me and her because my dad was passed out in the car, and there was no one in there. Like Jack in the Box has such great advertisement, but there's nobody in Jack in the Box at all.
It's kind of nice though.
It was nice. I mean,
Except for when beaners come in.
it's like Wheels on the Bus for 24
Yeah.
hours.
Oh, wait, is it them or Indians? It's never Asian people. It's never black people.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
black people are always like
Is it the Jews too?
No, they're too busy controlling the weather.
making oats.
Quakers.
Yeah.
Wrong person.
So yeah, it was weird, and so we took her back and everything, and the way my dad fucked up that relationship was she hated her mom. Like her mom and her did not have a good relationship. So my dad decides that he would be the one to call her mom and try to bond the relationship
Smart.
together,
Smart.
and he did that, and she blew up on him, and they haven't spoken since.
And now he's dating the mom.
And then, so the house we were in was owned by this super nice, super wealthy family that I'm really good friends with them. But most of them are in college, or they were in college at the time. And so the guy and a bunch of his college friends came down for a rave that was nearby, which I didn't know we had fucking raves nearby.
Yeah,
I think it was in
nice.
Galveston or something.
Oh, that makes more sense.
So they came down there for the rave, and they were just partying, but they wiped the lipstick off the mirror, and my dad went fucking ape shit, bro. He was like, "I'm gonna kick these fucking kids out of here, bro." I'm like, "Dad, it's not your house." He's like, "I'm gonna kick these fucking kids out of here, man. You got real lipstick." It was fucking funny, and yeah, I mean, dude, those kids were cool. Like they were a lot of fun. But there was at one point, dude, holy shit, they came back from the store and they had like 5 handles of vodka. Like they was like this big.
My
They got rid of it in
God.
2 days. 2 days.
They're still alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was fucking ridiculous, dude. Oh my god. They were cool to hang out with though. And I'm still friends with them. I mean, I haven't seen them. I normally see them in summer because I live up in Dallas. But it's pretty fun.
Dude, one of our cousins that live in Ohio and Dallas. That's like the 2 places you just mentioned.
Bro. What's
Bro,
their last
crazy.
names?
Oh shit. Nah, it's because it's both my aunts. I really don't know their last names.
I just went to Ohio
Really?
over Christmas break.
Why?
My best friend's family lives up there, so we drove. It was 24 hours up, 24 hours back in a car with her mom, her brother, and her dog.
How big was the car?
Not big at all.
Okay.
I don't know cars, so I don't know what it is, but
You drove
How
it?
many seats did it have?
there's the like 5, I guess, like 3 in the back, front 2, and then the back of the car was completely like full of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, no, whenever you're a beaner like me, you get used to that. We went to New York in a Buick.
Fun. Jesus
He played
Christ.
Smash the entire
Yeah,
way
I bought a Smash just for that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was the best investment of my life.
You went to New York?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to go somewhere far like that.
No, it pissed
I
me
used
off.
to-
I wish being in the same car with my grandma and my dad, dude.
Okay, I get that.
Fuck, dude.
But going like,
Especially if they're beaners. Fuck. All you hear is fucking Nortanias on the fucking radio.
I only used to drive from Texas to Florida because we still have
That's not too bad.
my mom's parents' house. We still own that, and I mean it's fun. It's a really really nice house in like a really nice neighborhood, but it's really quiet because only old people live there. So like I don't know anybody down there in Florida. Like I don't know fucking anybody. And the best thing about that house is that it's got a piano and every key is out of tune in the wrong way. Like every single one. Like one will be 2 notes lower than it should be and the other one will be like 6 notes higher.
Great.
It's ridiculous. It's kind of fun though, but I don't know. I whenever we go to Florida, it kind of gets a little boring sometimes because my mom will want to go for an entire week. We have to go to the beach every day, and I don't have a surfboard down there.
Are Florida beaches nicer than our beaches?
Holy shit,
Destin
dude!
Beach is really
That's
nice.
what that's where I
Oh
went
my
last
god,
spring.
Florida beaches
Right.
are so much nicer than
I'm banana
ours.
rafting.
Destin was beautiful.
Except whenever it gets to high tide, then it gets all really.
Our beaches are better than Galveston's. Like, or the Florida beaches. Florida beaches are better than
I
Galveston.
mean, any beach is better than Galveston.
Galveston's
Yeah,
beach
fair.
is not very
Fair.
big.
I don't know what you're trying to compare it
Galveston's
to.
beach is basically Surfside except like Rays.
Yeah, that's what, I mean, whenever most people want to go to the beach, if they don't want to go to Surfside, they go to Galveston.
Oh yeah, where else are they gonna go? New York or Florida?
Go to the marshes.
The marshes, you go to the swamps.
Yeah. Fucking alligator.
Dude, fuck alligators. I hate alligators so much. Alligators should have gone extinct with the rest of the dinosaurs. They should have never evolved and they should have never gone into the water.
I think
Alligators are cool,
I
dude.
think
yeah.
raccoons should go extinct.
What?
Raccoons.
Raccoons.
I love raccoons.
He's got a personal vendetta against
Yeah, no,
raccoons though.
What
I
happened?
actually.
I would agree with you full-heartedly.
No, I
Yeah,
love
We need
raccoons.
to exterminate. No, they don't understand. The raccoons are an invasion of the
I hate-
German Nazi Party's leaders through the terms of moving their consciousness into raccoons, and they're slowly taking
So
over
what you're
America.
telling me is that there's a Hitler raccoon.
They like building tall.
No, Hitler's gone, but like all of the people that are carrying his
He's in
legacy-
Argentina, right?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
Hitler's killed. So. It was like
Is he
Adolf
Tupac?
Eichmann went to
Oh, Hitler's
Argentina.
Tupac. He just had a
Adolf
racial change.
Eichmann was the one
Kind of
that
like Michael Jackson.
made
What's
up
up?
the final
What did you
solution.
say?
Hitler had a racial change. Or a race change.
Right.
He's not Tupac. Until he got shot.
No, I can't. I mean, he has raccoons in his house.
Yeah, dude, he made a hole in every fucking room. Dude, it started off with like the living room, boom, and something fell. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It was like a fucking log. He used a log to bash a fucking hole in my house. And then he used
Jesus Christ.
before that, he used another log to bash a hole in my parents' room next to the TV. We almost thought the TV was broken. It was not, apparently. But that big hole was there. And then he made another one in the living room, so there's 2 now. So we got leaks and shit. And then now he made 2 more holes in the past month in my room and my sister's room. And then he fucked up the restroom. So now it's just every room has a hole.
Exactly, so that's what I'm talking about. So he can like go up into the holes.
He has a hole in every room, dude. Damn, scratching when I'm trying to go to sleep, dude. I sleep in the living room, not on the bed.
You guys caught one, right?
Yeah, we caught one. I fucked with it a little bit.
Yeah.
see.
No, he caught it whenever I showed up to his house to pick him up, and he caught it. And I was like, what's going on over here? Because everyone was like outside around the cage. And he's like, yo, we caught this bitch ass raccoon. And he's just fucking kicking the cage.
Oh
And I
my
was just like,
god.
Yeah, I went with him, and then whenever I came back, I asked my dad, I was like, where's the raccoon? I was like, Angleton, I guess. Like, why'd you do that? Because we have a cat there, but it doesn't dig fucking holes in our house. Yeah, but we caught it, but we messed with that one too, just so spread the message.
See, your house is like ground zero for their plan.
Well, basically, no, 'cause we got rid of the mom. We have the kid inside of our house right now.
Well, like one day y'all are gonna be sleeping, and then like you're gonna wake up, like everybody in your house, and y'all are just gonna have raccoons surrounding you in your bed, and then you start beating the shit out of you with sticks. And you're like, it's our house now. And then they're gonna like take over your whole block, and then they're gonna take over like.
No,
like
that's exactly
Jackson.
what's happening because the neighbors have one in their house too. Yeah, 'cause every time I'm trying to go to sleep, I hear. And
Like,
like shit.
Nobody cares about this town. Like nobody ever talks about it, so it's the perfect place. Like
Yeah.
we're about to be
Fucking
destroyed.
raccoons.
America's done. 2020. Raccoons did us in.
It's another title for the podcast.
We declared war one day, and my whole family was on edge because this bitch fell in my restroom, but there was like something he was grabbing onto, so if he like moved anywhere, he would fall in, and we didn't want that to happen, so we just let him in there. And we got gloves and shit. I brought out my claymore. I brought out my little broadsword that I had.
He was sending me Snapchat videos of him with fucking swords strapped to his back, and he was like, bro, I'm about to go
I had
sicko mode on these fucking raccoons.
I had a fly zapper in my hand at one point.
Yeah.
And we moved a couch so it would be like a little bunker, and we got behind it, and then we got another one to keep it from going from the connector to the room, and then we like moved every table. We put tape everywhere. We opened the door. We put like strings and shit to make sure he goes that way. We got sticks and shit. My sister's holding up cardboard to make sure he's not going in the room, and he got away.
The anticlimactic ending to that story.
Yeah, no, it was
You should
bad.
have like ad-libbed and just been like, dude, so the fucking raccoon popped out, right? And there were 17 right behind it that looked just like it. And this raccoon in front had a scar, right? And this bro, he communicated with us telepathically, and he was like, we will take over the world. It's like, we will take over the world. And dude, it was just all out
We will
war.
save
I
you.
was slicing my sword at him, cutting him up.
I hate the way we lost it though, because my
Can't
mom
make it
my
so
mom
beater
is so
versus
bad.
Mexican versus raccoon.
No, dude,
war.
my mom hits everything she sees. Like legit. She came in with her stick, hit it, and hit it back in the hole. I'm like, Mom! What the hell? My dad was like ready to divorce her. I was like,
That's what did in the marriage. That's what caused the marriage to end. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. How did it happen? Fucking wife hit the raccoon back in the hole. God damn it.
no, dude, like the raccoon was Russia, and then my mom is Germany.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what God, dude, it's terrible.
That's really shit.
We don't trust her with sticks anymore.
I just like whenever you said your mom hits everything she sees. I was like, that's just stereotypical Mexican moms.
So imagine like when your mom hit the raccoon with the stick back up there, just 9! Back into the room.
It's like before he leaves.
Get out!
Off guard.
Oh shit,
No,
dude.
She pulled a knife on me once.
What the fuck?
Out of instinct though. She was like, oh, I meant to pull out a spoon. I'm like, yeah. She hit me with the wooden spoon.
Bro.
I was trying to sit down.
You ever get hit with some chocolates?
Yeah. I got hit with my Converse a lot.
She takes the Converse off your feet and just beat the shit out of
No,
you.
dude, one day I was pissing her off because I took her AirPods, right? And then she picks up the remote, throws it at me, and just starts like, oh, what the fuck? And then another day I made her mad, so she was in the kitchen and she had a wet ass wooden spoon. And I was trying to sit down, and I was just minding my own business, and she throws it at me. She's like, oh! Boom! And I sit down, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I look at the wooden spoon, I'm like, why? It's like, I was aiming for your butt. Like, bitch, my butt is down here!
Dude, it's a wet wooden spoon too, so it'd be like dense as fuck.
No, dude. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh my god. No, I was on an Xbox party with him last night, and there were some random people that were in our thing, and we were just doing a game, and he's talking to his mom, and I just hear him go, Mom! Or he's like, Dad, Mom said that her mom could beat your mom up.
They're always fighting about it. It's like not even me just making it up. It's like, yeah, my mom could kick your mom's ass. I'm like, very, very doubtful.
It's funny as shit, dude. I love being in an Xbox party with him whenever his family's around. Because, like, normal times, whenever you're in an Xbox party and there's some Mexicans in there, you can tell. Because they've got fans blowing. They've got
Vacuums
fucking...
going.
Yeah, dogs are barking.
Yeah, no, we have ACs because our AC broke. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck. So we got fans. And
He just yells at his parents and shit, and it's the funniest shit ever, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Are you really gonna start this shit?
Anya.
No, God. I was hoping we could go the entire podcast without it.
Anya, he's about to get on your nerves, bro. Anya.
Anya? Anya? Anya?
Hey, what's on ya?
Anya?
What's ya?
Barbecue sauce.
Anja?
Anya. Oh god.
Off God. It's been a long week.
No, it's been a really short week. I've been making money moves every day. I've been doing a lot of work.
Hey, yeah, no.
It's been flying.
We talked about the dude. That's what you. Whenever you told me you got a warrant, I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Me
happened?
too.
Yeah,
I
I
was
would
like,
have figured out
what
for
happened?
this.
Okay, no, because also, do you want to talk about?
That's so funny though. I'm gonna build an empire. I can't drive.
So, do you want to talk about your how you got that $1,000 T-shirt we mentioned earlier?
This t-shirt's $60.
Yeah, I know.
The t-shirt was free,
Yeah, but
but I got it for free because I bought a $1,000 bond. Yeah.
Yeah,
So technically it's $1,000.
yeah, it's
It's a $1,000 shirt. Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's cool because it's got those 3 leaves on it, right?
yeah.
But like it doesn't look like one. Just like it doesn't look like a weed leaf.
You have to send me a picture. So I
It
can
just looks like leaves. I don't have a picture.
No, take a picture when you get home. Send it to me so I can paste it in. So people can see the dope ass shirt. So whenever people see it, they watch the podcast, they'll see the shirt, they'll be like, "Hey yo, bro, nice flex." You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want everybody to know.
Yes,
yeah,
dude. Because you were just walking around with a subtle flex the first day. Like nobody fucking knew what it was.
Yeah, a few people were like, "I like your shirt." I was like, "You like that spaceman?" No, because I was super. Like I walked into the 3rd period because that's my first period. I walked in there and I was like, "Dude, check out this shirt." And they're like, "Oh, it's pretty cool." And I showed them the back and the spaceman. It's like, "It's where you are, right?"
Oh, that's great as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, bro. So, you got anything?
You had something you want to talk about. I totally forgot it now.
Yeah, I think I did. I wrote a fuck ton of stuff in my notes. You know what I have been doing recently? Started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I started rewatching the entire series from the beginning. Dude, that
I was
show
thinking of the tall blue people.
slaps some mad ass dick, bro. That show is so good. It's so good. Like, it is the perfect show. It's the best show that's ever been made. It's got comedy. It's got action. It's got hentai girls.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's got action. It's got hentai
Hentai.
girls.
Yeah, but like, have you ever heard about SpongeBob?
Yeah, you're right. No, but like this
Sandy's
is like
not as thick as those bitches.
Bro,
Sandy got no
SpongeBob
chance.
does slap.
I do.
Okay, yeah.
I'll focus
I want to
on
ask everybody.
It's been a few years.
I want to ask everybody that's new on here. Like every time they come in. So, 2 things. First of all, which one slaps more? Like from a song catalog perspective, SpongeBob or Phineas and Ferb?
Finish
Are you for real?
SpongeBob.
You for real? Phineas and
I
Ferb?
don't remember any songs from Phineas and
I remember
Ferb.
Who's the
the
person that
Ashland
said
one.
Phineas and Ferb? It was like Eric or something, right?
Yeah, I don't remember who said that.
Dude, that was retarded.
No,
I just remember
yeah.
the Aglet one. I remember.
I remember
That's
I
fine.
remember the rocket ship one, like the first opening one. That's it.
What are you talking about?
Like the intro to the show, like on every episode. It's the only one.
4 days or something.
Yeah.
I miss old Ben 10.
Can you play that on your guitar?
I probably could. It'll take me a minute. I'm not gonna try it right now because it'd just be me going
Copyright.
wrong. Yeah.
So he
So
has copyrighted the
okay, the other question I wanted to ask is: have you guys had any injuries
Yeah.
that are memorable and outstanding
I have a scar in my eyebrow.
from?
Is it this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So baby me was always naked,
Okay.
always.
video.
Okay.
And I got out of the shower one day, and I was standing on the back of the toilet seat because it was closed, and I was just like chilling as a baby.
Wait. How do you stand on the? It was
The
closed.
toilet was closed, so I was standing on like not the back of the toilet, but like the closed seat.
Okay.
And I was standing there. It was like wet because I was just showered, a baby. And I slipped and
She took a
fell.
shower on her own as a baby.
My mom was there, and the toilet paper roll like holder had like cubes on the sides, and I fell and just like directly on my eyebrow. My mom said blood was like spurting out of my eyebrow.
It's like a small point, so it's concentrating all the blood.
Yeah, and she said that she was terrified.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I still have the scar.
Rob, what about you?
You see this one?
No,
Little scar
I
up here
don't.
somewhere?
Yeah, dude.
Oh
You see
yeah,
it?
I see it.
Alright, so like, when I was a kid, I was running, like, chasing my cat around my grandma's backyard. And you know those big, like, those bricks are like solid glass? Like, not the ones that are hollow in the middle, but they're just like solid
What was
glass
that
bricks.
Top China thing?
Huh?
Top China? You know what it is? The
No.
old one before it closed down.
I know what you're talking about, the buffet.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I've never seen one of these glass bricks again. But so it's like on a stack, and I was chasing my cat, and I just ran into the stack of glass bricks,
Oh my god.
and so I just like walked back a little bit, and then the top one just and it like busted, like when it hit me, I fell back, and when my head and that hit the ground, it busted the glass open. And it started gushing out blood, but I was at my grandma's, and so like my mom just like ragdolled me and like threw me inside, and my grandma got like a huge like bandana, and she put a lemon and just slapped it, and then she got a thing of vodka and just started pouring it on my face, and then just like bandanaed the thing on
That's
like
the most fucking Rambo way to deal with an injury. What the fuck? Is that like an old Jewish?
Well, no, because it was a huge ass glass. Like it smacked my shit when I was a kid. Dude. So I was pretty fucked up.
You know what really hurt?
Jew versus glass, who would win?
You know what really hurt?
What's up?
So you know how I marched tenors, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know how I never told you before, but you know that I fell with my tenors.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, I was trying to get to the truck to put my tenors on there to get to the field. Well, I tripped on one of the parking things and I slammed my knees on the ground, and then after that, my tenors slam on my knees, so it scrapes a little bit, and then it scrapes even more after it just hits it. So it's just like a pure stain on the ground. I'm like, yeah, if anyone sees a blood stain,
I remember that because he comes walking up to me. He's like, shit, dude, my knees kind of hurt. I was like, the fuck do you mean? I looked down, I'm like, holy fuck, bro.
I didn't know what happened. I'm like, I'm fine. I put the things on the truck. I look down, and my whole leg is covered in blood. I'm like, oh shit, I'm fine.
You know what?
I couldn't feel it.
I had something like that. So my grandfather's pool, the one that you smell like, because he worked with a lot of Jewish people. He worked at a funeral home. So that makes sense.
You smell like a Jewish funeral home.
Yeah. No, the pool wasn't at the funeral home. Why the fuck would you need a pool at a funeral home?
That's
a dumpster.
No, he had a pool. He had a pool. He had a pool, but he worked there, and he smells like Rob.
So where does the funeral come into this?
I was just saying that's why Rob. That's the grandfather I was referencing before we started filming.
So like you're just saying every Jewish person smells like a dead person is what you're saying?
Yes. Okay. No, but they will. So he had a pool, and the bricks were like. They were like just normal ass bricks, right, on the edge of the pool. Like
The bricks are like normal bricks.
No, but
They
they stuck out. So like you could go up the wall. So like the wall went up like this, and then at the top it just jutted out into brick, right?
Yeah.
So it's super fucking dangerous. And he'd been talking for years about how he wanted to get him replaced. And I loved that pool. I would fucking go in that pool all the time. And I was walking around. I was running around, right? And now I learned why you're not supposed to run at pools. I was running around the edge, and I slipped and fell in. And so like the bricks here, and my knee went like this, and just like made contact with it all the way down.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I got out. Dude, all my injuries have been water related. Like it's fucking stupid. So I was like, shit, and I got out of the pool, and I was like,
Water's your weakness.
like 10. Yeah,
You
water.
just said how much you loved it, and it's
I
killing
know.
you, dude.
I know. So I got out of the pool, and I looked, dude, and like it was like so like the kneecap was like completely like fucked up. And then the little, that little divot you have in between your kneecap and the rest of your leg, like from the bottom, that was all, like it was like fully like exposed, like it was fucking ripped.
Did you take a lick of it? See what the
No,
inside of
I
a kneecap tastes like?
No cut. No cut tastes like
No, it fucking sucked, and like I left, like we left Florida, and whenever I came back, all the bricks were smooth and rounded. So he finally changed it, dude. But that shit was scary, bro.
Did I tell you about Willie?
Willie?
Willie. Yeah, no, that was a good injury too. Like not on me, but so like back at the one before intermediate, like 5th and 6th grade. Yeah, one of those. We were in the back at recess, and we had like a group of kids like away from the coaches and stuff, and like some kid would get on the ground like kind of leaning back, and he'd like hold like one person would hold each arm, and then they'd like jump up, and we'd like just slingshot him into the air, and they would just like go way up, like up to your roof and then down, and it was like so much fun because like they would do like a flip in the air, and because we were all like super light too, because it was like 5th and 6th grade, and then so we got Willie, and I think it was me and Ruben. I still fuck with Ruben, and Ruben was on the other side, and I was like holding Willie's arm, and like we do it, and we're like, all right. And then we like do it on the third, and we go up, and Willie just goes straight up into the air. Like this is like
he just goes up, and you just see like the little sparkle, like he's fucking gone.
This is Willie's head. So like he was on the ground, and we flipped him, and he did that, and then he just kind of did that. Like the whole upper part of his body, and then like he just kind of like
walked again.
Yeah, no, he just kind of like ragdolled on the ground, and then we were looking at him, and then Ruben did that like beaner thing where he's like, ooh. and so Willie was laying there, and he's like, dude, and so Ruben was like, you probably just popped it out of place, bro. So like they got him up, and he's like, look, it's just popped out of place. So he like lifted his arm all the way up, and then put it back down, and Willie was like, I don't think that's holding, man. I don't think that's holding. And so like he walked up to the coach, and like 10 kids are walking up, just like helping this one kid walk to the coach, and he was like. And one lady was like with the coach, and she was like, "Oh, so y'all were wrestling, huh? And that's what happens." And we weren't wrestling, and the coach like knew she was crazy, and so and the coach just let us do whatever. So he's like, "All right, what happened here?" And then Willie was like, "I tripped back there, and I think I like broke my arm or something." And he was like really holding it in though, like he should have been like crying or something, but he was like, "I think I might have broke my arm," and the coach was like, all right, so you tripped and you think you broke your arm? And Willie was like, I don't know, it just really hurts. And the coach was like, all right, whatever. And then so he just let him go. And we were like, bro, we'll give you $1 if you don't tell him we did it. So he was like, all right. So like, he kept the like tripping story for like all of it. And then he came back like a little while later. He's like, yeah, I broke my collarbone.
I've heard that's painful.
You guys just.
Bro, we got him the $1 like 2 years later.
You guys just fucking
go shoot
yeeted
Yeah.
this guy, dude.
Destroyed him.
Holy shit. From that explanation with the bottle, dude, he's fucking dead. I was gonna say like Willie now competes in the Special Olympics. Holy shit, dude.
That's crazy.
I thought you were gonna say he landed on his head. That seems like some final.
No, it was like his head. It was like his neck. Like when he hit the ground, it was kind of like a neck and head, kind of like, and then the rest of his body just kind of like onto the ground.
You know what? This one was stored way deep in the recesses of my memory. Okay, so whenever I was like, I'm 16 now. Whenever I was maybe like 13 or 12, I was over at a friend's house in the neighborhood, and it was whenever I played baseball still. And they were all messing around, and I fucking hated baseball, so I didn't want to play. And I was like super big into parkour back then, right? Because that's like what everybody was into, right? So they had a pole, right? And the pole was for they had like multiple poles set up, and they were for batting cages, but they hadn't finished the batting cages yet, right? So I moved their bench that they had. They had like one of the regular benches, you know, where it's got like the 4 long seats on the side, and it was like one of the wooden ones. You know what I'm talking about?
I think.
Okay, like one of the ones that they have out at school at the cafeteria on their campus.
Yeah.
So I was over there, and I moved the bench over so I could jump up. I think it was metal actually. And yeah, so I jumped from the bench to the pole, and there was a fence right behind the pole, and I climbed up the pole, and I almost made it over. And from what I hear, the pole didn't break. it came up and out of the ground.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, because whenever I was pushing myself up, I had my feet on the fence, and I guess somehow it just fucking came up and out of the ground because it wasn't in there all the way. So it just came up and out. I fell back with the pole in my hands onto the picnic table. I hit my back and I hit my head, and I don't remember how I got home. Like, as all I remember was falling, my vision started to tunnel, and then I woke up at home, like 30 minutes later, and I broke something in my back.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I had like really bad memory issues afterwards.
Great.
Like, people were trying to tell me shit that I remember now, because like I got all of it back, but whenever I hit my head, they were like, hey, we've got a baseball game. I was like, I play baseball? And I was like, I just had no fucking clue. Like, it was bad. Like, I just had no fucking clue about anything. And the thing that really hurt, the worst part about that, was that I was out of the baseball for the rest of the season. And the reason why that hurt so bad is because we hadn't won a game until I stopped.
Oh!
Yeah.
Didn't you say you played with Kerwin?
I did. I played with Kerwin. Do you know
Do you
him?
know Kerwin Dunlap? He's my
Holy
stepbrother.
shit. Okay, so it's his stepbrother. He's a nice guy. He's really just
Called her his.
Oh, sorry. he's a nice guy, but he's not the
He's
most.
pretty funny.
Yeah, he's funny. He's not the most intelligent guy I've ever met. But I played baseball with him, and now he's like a thug. It's funny as shit, dude. Cause like you used to know who like the bad kids on the team were, like the kids that just weren't good at the game, and he was like second to last.
Last being you?
No, I was.
Got him.
That was a genuine question.
No,
I was
whenever-
actually concerned.
Whenever I started playing third base, which was pretty young, I started getting good at like third base was like my shit. Cause what I used to do is I used to not care about like, cause whenever I got into metal cleats, cause you get into metal cleats around like Babe Ruth, so like 13, 14, you don't want to put your foot in front of the base because the metal cleats will fucking stab into your ankle. So you want to straddle the base at the corners so that they can slide in, but you can still tag them out, right? I just used to put my foot in front of it because I didn't give a fuck. And the spikes would go in, but I would wear high ankle shoes, so like the high tops. And they would come in, and it would hurt like a bitch, but I'd get them out because they didn't touch the base.
Great.
So, yeah. I also played with like Cole Hillier and all them, and yeah.
Baseball is boring.
Hey, you wanna
I
go?
don't like baseball.
Wanna go jump on like a train this weekend or something?
Ah, dude, I've thought about it, bro. I've thought about jumping on like the trains that come by, go over here, because I got the train tracks.
They
right
come
here.
between like 9 and 10:30.
Dude, those things are so fucking annoying though. I'll be trying to sleep at like 4 in the morning and I just hear I think I tweeted one time, like one of my first tweets that I'd ever put out was I was like, it's currently 4 in the morning and there's a train honking outside, so I can't sleep. It sounds like Daffy Duck is getting head. One of the first things I ever put. And then I just never used Twitter ever again.
No, I like Twitter.
I know you like Twitter. You're on Twitter all the fucking time.
Yeah, fair.
She gets in bad moods because of Twitter. She'll see some like political shit and she'll get super like hyped up and just pissed off at everyone.
Yeah.
Like it's
Just be like
ridiculous.
I don't know how to use Twitter.
Neither do I, dude. I don't
How the fuck
fucking
do you
get
get
it.
followers?
I don't have Twitter yet.
I made my account when I was 12, and I used it for like 5 years, and then they deleted my account because I made it when I was 12 and not 13. So.
You didn't have parents' permission to go online.
I use Facebook.
Why do you, dude, I don't understand Facebook. Facebook makes no
Yeah, I
sense
don't
to
like
me.
Facebook.
I don't use Facebook. I don't use it for the games.
Oh, sure, it made sense when it was like the only social media
Yeah.
platform.
Because I feel like from an intelligence level, like okay, high IQ is Facebook, middle is like Twitter, and then the lowest is Instagram. Instagram is like
Instagram, yeah.
for dumb people.
I hate
Like
I also hate Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat's dumb.
I wouldn't consider Snapchat.
I can't remember what I say
What?
because it just deletes the message.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck did I say?
I thought you were just stating that you just
Like some people will be mad at me.
Yeah,
like,
and
oh,
also
shit.
every ad that you click on just shows you like, or like the articles and stuff.
You know what pisses me off?
I hate it even more
Now
because
they
it watches
changed
the bad
it.
baby.
Dude, okay, the Bad Baby Show smacks, okay? It's so good.
Did they take that off?
Yeah, no, they just finished the first season. I'm gonna take his chair because oh.
Yeah, I don't know how you're sitting.
Oh. Okay, no.
It's like a pot.
The Bad Baby Show smacks, bro. Oh my god. It's only in its like first season. I don't know when they're coming out with another one, but I hope they do. But what makes me mad about Snapchat now is like, you know how whenever you get ads, you can just tap past them?
Mm-hmm.
Now they have like the timed ads.
Do
so
they?
You have to look at it for 5 seconds.
No, it's because like I've tried a few of those articles, you know, where you click on it and you go up,
Yeah.
and then it's just like it takes you farther and farther back into the backstory and doesn't tell you what happens, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, next
Yeah.
page and like it loads all those ads.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in my after I complete my plan and finish it loose plan, Snapchat will be the first to go for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Snapchat needs to get fucking nerfed. I fucking hate it.
That's all they use. They use Snapchat
Yeah, I
and
know that's
Twitter.
all you. She talks to all the creepy, weird dudes from the fucking.
Don't out
We're
me.
talking
Don't,
about it.
No. My mom listens.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Don't out me.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
I won't. Okay,
Are
I'm
your
just
mom
gonna say
listens
though.
to this?
There was
I don't know. She might. Who knows?
there was one guy. There was one guy. That's. Yeah, he's watching the wave check on Snapchat. They have a whole story on Snapchat that's dedicated to wave check, and it's the gayest shit ever, dude. It's just people
You
taking
watched the full thing.
Bro, I watched it.
You are the mega queer.
Because I don't understand what it
There's
is.
a road named after you at Disneyland. It's called Gaylord.
I don't understand what it is, dude. Like, I was looking at it because I was trying to figure out how the fuck they do that. And then
I told you
you explained it to me, and then I just...
And then you kept
I
going.
did like 2 left, and I just wanted to see how bad
Not
it
2
got.
left. You're more like 5.
Bro, I just want to see how bad it got. I just want to see like how fucking stupid people were. Now, Bad Baby, that show smacks. Dude, I'm just being honest, bro. Okay. Yo, let me just here. You want to recreate one real quick?
No.
Come here. Lean forward. Alright, yo, whenever I take the beanie off, y'all gotta start yelling. Like, just start.
I can pick up this water bottle.
Okay.
You want
Man,
to
my
touch my
stomach
beanie?
hurts, dude. You got some good grub in your house?
No. No, I don't. Definitely not.
I'll go cook something up real quick.
So, do you guys want to wrap and say some closing statements? You guys got
Dude, I know how to rap. I'm a Jew. I know how to cook stew better than you.
It clicked as soon as
That's
his
all I
back
got
was
so
together.
far.
I'm like,
That's gonna be
"Ah,
the-
shit."
That's not gonna be the song that we play.
Emma, you got anything?
That's good.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah. Again, hit up David Medrano, Covey, Coomer, and Jen Jeters. They're gonna be famous with me later, so hit them up.
It's a guarantee.
It is a guarantee, cause like we're good at what we do. We don't have like jank ass setups like this podcast.
Hey, yo.
Hey, it fucking works, bro. Fucking works, bro. Cause I don't have $1,000 to blow on a bong.
Hey, look, before
'Cause
I
I'm
blew
not
the 1,000 on
Jewish.
the bong, I also invested money in some other things first. All right?
Yeah, a bong that does a little spiral.
No.
Herbal medicine.
Look, I blew a lot on glass, and then I invested some. That's all there is to it, man. I'm already making my
Essential
first returns.
This glass bricks fucking blew you up, bro.
I saw you invested in essential oils.
Like that picture? What do you mean? What are you saying?
Picture? What?
What are you
What are
saying?
you talking
You
about?
just totally. What?
Dude, what are you talking
He
about?
flashed something outside the car window before we got in.
Oh, yeah.
Essential oils, my guy.
Essential oils.
The cart.
Yeah, okay, I get it. That's serious. So what about that?
I don't know. He said that
You were investing it.
in
Oh, no, I could too. Like if anybody wants that, but
Yeah, no.
I've got some like nice Scentsy oil that like I'm producing and selling.
Yeah. You got anything?
No.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna go take a nap after this. Oh, all right. Well, go share it. I don't really give a fuck.